Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. This morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just before we get into all of that, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. The markets are plummeting now that Russia has invaded the Ukraine. Currently, U.S. stock futures are well into the red, with the Dow futures being down 2.42%, S&P 500 futures being down 2.42%, and NASDAQ futures down 3.04%. Meta Platforms plans to enhance the way that people will interact with artificial intelligence assistants. They've launched a new module called Karaoke. Project Karaoke features an end-to-end neural model that can enable more personal and contextual conversations than what people are used to with normal virtual assistants. This neural model will enhance the development of voice assistants that can interact with people in natural conversational language. This project will address obstacles synonymous with current conversational AI. The Facebook stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 67%. Tesla plans to enhance parts production at its Shanghai factory in China. The expansion drive will allow the EV giant to meet growing export demand. Last year, a report in the state-backed daily newspaper indicated that the automaker planned to invest up to $190 million to bolster its production operations in China. The Tesla stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 43%. Twitter plans to offer senior notes of $1 billion. The interest on those notes, which are due in 2030, will be payable semi-annually. They plan to use the offering's proceeds for general corporate purposes like strategic transactions, working capital and potential acquisitions, repurchase of common shares, repayment of debt, investments, and capital expenditures. Their stock is currently rated a hold with an average upside of 43%. And shares of Tenneco jumped nearly 94% after it was announced that they would be acquired for $7.1 billion. The offer comes from funds managed by affiliates of Apollo. Commenting on the deal, the chairman of Tenneco's board said that we believe this transaction is the right path forward and achieves our goal of maximizing value for Tenneco shareholders and will benefit our team members, customers, and business partners around the world. After the big jump yesterday, the stock is currently rated a hold with a slight downside of 8%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the pre-market this morning, we'll be hearing from Alibaba, Moderna, Nikola, Norwegian Cruise Lines, and Wayfair. And in the after hours, we'll be hearing from Block, Coinbase, Open Door Technologies, Beyond Meat, Etsy, Intuit, and Rocket Companies. Last night, we heard from eBay, who delivered better than expected results for their fourth quarter. Their quarterly net revenues came in at $2.61 billion, which was up 5% from the same quarter last year and in line with the consensus estimates. Their quarterly earnings of $1.05 per share rose 24% year over year, outpacing the consensus estimates of 99 cents per share. Their stock is rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 33%. We also heard from FUBO TV, whose revenue came in ahead of analyst expectations. They posted revenue of $231.06 million for the quarter, surpassing the consensus estimates by over 8% and comparing favorably to revenues of $105 million the year prior. Earnings per share came in with a quarterly loss of 76 cents versus the estimates of a loss of 66 cents. Their stock is rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 136%. And we also heard from LMND, whose stock was dropping after they provided some disappointing outlooks. Their earnings per share came in at a loss of $1.14 versus the estimated losses of $1.12. Revenue came in at $43 million versus the consensus of $44 million. Their stock is currently rated a hold with an average upside of 91%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by South Jersey Industries after it was announced they would be acquired for $8.1 billion. Trading under the ticker SJI, the stock is currently up over 47%. They're followed by Whiting Petroleum, who's up after their fourth quarter results. Under the ticker WLL, the stock is up 9.5%. And Outfront Media, under the ticker OUT, they're up 7% following their fourth quarter earnings. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Rent-A-Center following their fourth quarter earnings. Under the ticker RCII, the stock is currently down over 33%. They're followed by Yandex under the ticker YNDX. Their stock is down 31% amid the turmoil in Russia and Ukraine. And Ozon Holdings under the ticker OZON, their stock is down nearly 28%, also being affected by Russia and Ukraine. So that is going to be everything for Thursday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here next time.